East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Uconn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad from the American, the Uconn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Falcons will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Coming out with it, it's Flowers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Connecticut's offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pulls it in. It's Edwards. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. They'll go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll leave it with him. Oh, what a move. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Falcons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Got a little space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. In the red area, it's Harris. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Uconn offense goes back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He gets it away from his own end zone. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
Kicking team.
A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Touchdown, Falcons. Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Uconn going back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Bell. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To throw, it's Spagnano. Did as he throws. A strike downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He got it. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Johnson wants to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's got 47 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. A first down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got it.
There he goes. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. He leaves it with the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He's now up to 70 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
This Uconn offense really has it going. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Give to Brown. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. To the air, it's Fagnano. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Going for the marker on the ground. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a 1st down for Uconn. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2's kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up.
Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the inside. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Reading the option, it's Johnson. Hard running there. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bring in the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Hunt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Uconn going back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job."
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's Porter. At the 35, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He
breaks into the open. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. He's got 50 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Huskies are marching down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but This young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carson.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Uconn offense goes back to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Parker. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Spagnano. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Uconn has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Uconn going back to work on offense. Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Fagnano. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put us... There he goes! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Air Force! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Flowers. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Give to the back. Fighting off the defender. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll go right back to the run. Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Uconn offense really has it going. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. The sure hands, it's Parker. Finds a crease at the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Falcons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He makes the catch at the 10. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Uconn going back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Now they'll try the right side. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's caught. It's Porter. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Got it in the middle, it's Flowers. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This Uconn offense really has it going. From the gun, the ground game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Just feeds the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They make the tackle, but Uconn has enough for the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Using his legs, it's Flowers. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Looking for room at the 30. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Huskies want to move quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the Falcons buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close. It's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Oh, better look out. plows through the defense. The Uconn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Uconn offense really has it going. On the ground, it's Flowers. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Handoff to the lone back. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Johnson looking to throw. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it. Creates a little space. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
To the air on second down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Falcons. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football like it may...
Oh, he's got some space. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the tailback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And the offense is doing probably exactly what you want them to do. What do we need to do? We need to run clock. We got the lead. We're in a good situation to get points now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Uconn!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Johnson looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Motion from the back. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.